Here's a look into the intriguing psychology of individuals who despise small talk. Imagine this. You're in an elevator, someone steps in and brightly chirps, "Working hard or hardly working?" And in that instant, you'd almost prefer to leap out the window. Or perhaps you're at a party, someone asks about the weather, and you feel your very essence physically detach from your body. For some, brief pleasantries are merely a mild annoyance. But for others, they represent a genuine form of torment. But this begs a crucial question. Why do certain people exhibit such a visceral aversion to casual conversation, while others seem to thrive on it? Stay with us, because the answer delves far deeper into human psychology than you might anticipate. For the first group, their brain is quite literally programmed to reject superficiality. Neuroscientists have discovered that these individuals often possess a high need for cognition, meaning their minds intrinsically crave depth, complexity, and profound meaning. When you innocently inquire, "How was your weekend?" their brain doesn't just process a question, it registers an absence of substance, a void. Studies indicate that such individuals derive significantly less dopamine from surface-level exchanges. Their minds are, in essence, starving while being served empty conversational plates. Yet, here's the fascinating twist. Engage them in a discussion about philosophy, intricate ideas, existential dread, or anything genuinely substantive, and watch them transform. They light up, become animated, and engage with remarkable intensity. They aren't antisocial. They are simply allergic to conversations that meander aimlessly. Given the choice, they would much rather embrace silence than feign interest in your daily commute. The second group operates from a completely different set of motivations. For them, small talk isn't necessarily shallow, it's an elaborate and utterly exhausting performance. Picture this scenario. You're casually discussing your weekend. Seems straightforward, right? But in their heads, a frantic internal monologue is unfolding. Am I smiling too much? Did that last comment sound awkward? Are they silently judging my response? Should I ask a follow-up question immediately or wait a beat? Psychologists refer to this as cognitive load. While you might effortlessly glide through small talk, they are mentally playing a complex game of chess, meticulously analyzing every word, every facial expression, and every subtle pause. And here's the brutal consequence. Because they are so consumed with performing, they become incapable of truly being present in the moment. The conversation thus feels artificial, disconnected, as if they are observing themselves from outside their own bodies. Over time, their brain strongly associates small talk with significant stress. Consequently, they simply stop engaging. It's not because they dislike people, it's because the emotional and mental cost is simply too damn high. Then there's the third group, and their perspective is particularly insightful. They've uncovered a truth that most people never fully grasp. Small talk is, in fact, a trap. Consider the familiar exchange. Someone asks, "How are you?" You automatically reply, "Good, thanks," even if you're internally struggling. Someone inquires about your weekend, and you deliver the standard, pre-approved answer before moving on. We have been conditioned since childhood to follow these social scripts, and certainly they serve a purpose. They're polite, they smooth over potential awkwardness, but they also perpetually confine you to the surface. You never truly connect, never delve into meaningful depths. For individuals who prioritize authenticity above all else, small talk isn't merely boring, it feels fundamentally dishonest. Every empty question, every forced smile feels like a subtle betrayal of who they genuinely are. Psychologists label this phenomenon existential authenticity. And for these individuals, small talk isn't a social lubricant, it's an inescapable cage. But wait, here's a crucial aspect that often goes unmentioned. People who dislike small talk share one peculiar, unifying trait. They are genuinely comfortable with silence, truly, deeply at ease with it. Most people experience a profound sense of panic when a conversation falters, scrambling desperately for anything to fill the void. But for these individuals, silence holds no fear. They've come to understand that silence is frequently more honest and revealing than empty chatter. It communicates, without words, I don't need to perform for you. I'm perfectly content simply existing here. This level of comfort is remarkably rare. Most humans struggle to endure even 30 seconds of quiet without feeling compelled to break it. Now, let's address the common stereotype. People often assume that if you dislike small talk, you believe yourself to be superior, too profound, or overly intellectual for everyone else. And while a small minority might fit that description, for the vast majority, it's not arrogance at all. It's the profound opposite. It's vulnerability. Small talk, by its very nature, is a safe haven. Nobody gets hurt discussing the weather or weekend plans. But real conversation, that's inherently dangerous. It demands self-revelation. It carries the risk of being misunderstood, judged, or even rejected. So, when someone bypasses the usual scripts and dives directly into depth, they aren't demonstrating superiority. They are, in fact, being brave. They are risking genuine connection rather than hiding behind the safety of polite superficiality. And here's the ultimate kicker. Hating small talk absolutely does not equate to hating people. Research consistently shows that while these individuals may have fewer friends, their friendships are significantly deeper and more meaningful. They would much rather have 2 people who truly know their soul than 20 people who merely know their weekend itinerary. For them, small talk doesn't foster connection. It actively prevents it. Every minute spent on superficiality is a minute lost that could have been dedicated to going deeper. So, what does all this truly mean? If you find yourself disliking small talk, you are not broken or flawed. Your brain might simply crave profound meaning, or you might be utterly exhausted by the constant performance. Or perhaps you've seen through the ingrained social scripts and now cannot unsee them. You're not cold, you're simply done with the shallow. And if you encounter someone who seems uncomfortable with casual conversation, perhaps refrain from immediately assuming they're rude. Perhaps, just perhaps, they're patiently waiting for something real. The real question for you is, which of these categories do you fall into, and are you prepared to confront that answer? If this perspective has altered how you view social interactions, consider hitting subscribe. We delve into psychology that genuinely helps explain you.